Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The next video was taken as part of my streaming all of the content as soon as it came out. So there will be some limited interactions of me talking with chat and stuff like that. I'll try to cut out anything that's not really relevant to the video and try to refine it down for you. But just so you know, this was taken as part of stream. I hope you enjoy. If you want to see me playing any of this live, there's a link to my Twitch channel down below. Let's get into it. I hope you enjoy. Let's go over and grab our Lux, and we'll try her in another match. Yeah, I don't think I want to go for her relic again. I think I want to try a build like this. We only did a 6-star where we were against Fizz, where we were kind of cheating, or like we were able to get the extra mana from him, and then we're also able to get a spell every round. So I want to see how Lux is in a bit of a more normal environment. I think we'll still try to go for Chemtech, because you can potentially activate that turn 2. I think I want to try like a Swain adventure, something where they have a lot of units on the board already, and kind of see how we can do. So let's, see how this goes. Let's see what we can get for our power here. Pyromania, rush them down, collect your bounty. The first time you damage the enemy nexus each round, the next card you play costs 3 less. This isn't bad because it's very easy for us to damage the enemy nexus, so we could use this a lot. Like, 1 extra damage is nice, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. This can, it'll, like, 0 cost Lux, let's go for Reckless. Succession, great. We know that we are going to get Lux because she's our only champion. So we can drop this immediately. We can drop a 0 cost Lux.
We can do this.
All right, stun, not great, but not the end of the world. Let's drop this for our 4 Demacia. We'll drop our Mage Seeker so we have another unit on the board.
You don't know what you're doing.
This unit will survive. Do they still have the damage? No, that's just Swain. So we'll attack with this unit, just so we can get the laser beam. And sure, hopefully it's not... wasn't terrible. Also, since we're doing Lux, we'll drop it down to ×2. Alright, so 4 Demacia, instantly leveling her, buffing up a lot of our units. We're at the 6 mana, so now all of our spells are doubled. Alright, our next spell is going to cost 3 less. So I think let's go for a free card. Let's go for the Mage Seeker.
We'll save Demacia from magic.
Demacia doesn't need saving.
We could go for another Remembrance, but I think let's... If we drop a Remembrance early, it's going to increase the damage of our final sparks, but I think let's just use some of these here. Alright, let's use a Golden Aegis. Guess it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, so we're able to get an attack here, do a lot of damage. We have another rally we could do, and we could drop another Remembrance that essentially is going to give us 2 more of these. So this is kind of how we want games to play out. GG. More copies of Lux, that's perfect. That's really, really good for us. And we do have actually 14 regen. So we actually have surprisingly good regen. I think Fiora could be fun. I mean, Fiora is normally fun. Having a spell is not bad. We already have this card, so we're just getting another item on it. Avalanche isn't terrible, but I think Fiora will be fun. Let's go ahead and grab her. Probably want to go for champion item. Lux, especially since we're going for a Chemtech build, it's pretty important to have her. But I actually normally prefer Legion Marauder. I think we'd be better with the Mana Soul, but I just find this one more fun. I don't really know why. I think it's more engaging. Like, I don't know. It's a good time. This is solid, but we're actually going to reroll. I think we'll keep the Riposte. We want to get the spell that lets us get the +1 mana if we can, because then we get turn 2 Chemtech, which is just so good. Alright, but... yeah, now we don't have any spells, so that is a bit rough. I suppose we can drop this here. I think we'll still attack.
Going someplace?
We can drop... We could let this one die and kill the other one, but I think I want to keep my unit alive. We still can drop our Lux.
We can do this.
And yeah, we'll just bank that mana now. Let's go for a riposte, keep our Lux alive. Let's drop our Fiora.
A dualistic story composed.
Let's give her barrier.
I've been hiding my life too long. Strike without worry.
So this is now up to 5 damage. We'll use to kill that one. We can let Fiora kill this one. That guy will die, but it's fine.
You look guilty.
So this is a pretty good turn 2, regardless of the fact that we did not get our Chemtech duplicator going. We could bank this, but I think let's actually grab him.
Fiora could see me now.
She can. She's not impressed.
We could let Fiora level. I think since they are going to block, we can actually do that.
Strike quick, try me.
Because they're probably going to block regardless. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack like this. I think let's actually kill that unit there. So a pretty good second turn.
I have no equal.
We're not ending, but we cleared their entire board. And now we can open attack. We're having really bad luck with not drawing any spells, though. I think let's still attack before they can play anything. Let's drop this here for extra damage. We do have Chemtech going now, though. All right, now we can actually end. GG. Give all allies Challenger this round. It's not bad, but also it's free, which kind of is almost bad for us. I think we'll go for this one. It'll be nice to be able to re-roll more away from units, try to hold on to a spell. Augment's not bad because we do play a lot of created cards. And we could do Augment Fiora, but we want to get more copies of Lux. Sure. Again, I don't prefer this one down here, even though they have more Nexus damage. Let's try to go for the shop. So let's go for a Crimson Aristocrat. All right, so we're going to re-roll everything but Lux. We know we're going to still get a unit. We want to get some spells. All right, so we could drop a unit. I think we'll drop this one because it has barrier. Now, normally we would just bank mana, but since we know we're going to get a laser with the 6-star, we can go right here. Let's go ahead and kill this unit over there. The damage is still going to give us that cost reduction, so we can still drop our Lux. And now we'll just bank the mana. It is nice that you have those ways to generate spells.
I helped build this
All right, we're going to drop our Remembrance.
Still have some fights left in me.
So this is actually a little bad, the fact we have 2 of them, but let's drop one here. Then let's drop this one right there. All right, so now we've leveled. We'll block
Underestimate me.
right here. Let's try to get this unit killed,
Teaches us
which is difficult, but with our barrier, it's not too bad. All right, so we could drop Fiora, which isn't bad, but I think I want to drop this one so we get our spell that we can play next round. And I think we'll save the Golden Aegis for then. So let's go ahead and pass. Let's open with the Fort Demacia. We're actually going to start getting some scaling for our lasers. And they are going to go off twice, which will be pretty good. We want to get these out of hand. So we can go for Fiora, but I think I kind of want to go full spell. Also, I think we've actually wasted our cost reduction on the final spark. Oops.
A beacon through the dark.
It is pretty good though that like whatever they're playing, it kind of doesn't matter, because now we have the attack token, which is going to give us a laser, and then we have 5 other rallies. So there's pretty much no way they're getting through this. She doesn't have overwhelm, so we'll just let this go through. I mean, it's ending anyways. GG. Back to back can be okay. Yes. Draw 2, silence a follower. Sorcery, okay, that's not too bad. That'll be nice. Draw 2 is nice. What does this generate? Sure, let's go for the Emperor's Prosperity. Silence can be okay, but I think we'll pass, even though it's solid. Let's go here, and we should be able to regen okay. Let's honestly get rid of the Prodigy. We almost never play it. And let's go for Jin. Not bad, but I think let's still get rid of the Conservator. Alright, we'll open with a Prosperity. Play our Lux for free.
Light guide you.
Nice that we have Barrier. We'll play this here just to make sure we get our Chemtech active next round.
Wings off a bilge wasp.
And I think I want to be able to attack with her and drop a Riposte. So let's attack like this.
I've been hiding my light too long.
Alright, so we are leveled. Can drop this here.
I never miss.
I hate those barriers. So let's try to kill some of these other units. Alright, I think we'll hold off for now.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
Let's use this on our Lux.
I will hold the line.
This is
Alright, we'll drop this right here. We won't actually block with these other Lux, although
never back down from what you believe.
we could use a final spark, but we want to save the cost reduction. Since this is a boss fight, taking the damage isn't really going to matter, especially since we're about to end. We can drop Fiora here,
Is poised, composed, precise.
Right and sharply.
and then now we have triple
Beacon through the dark.
duplicator active. Oof. Let's drop Prismatic Barrier.
No more holding back.
GG. Free attack, Colossal Hammer. I don't really want to do the free attack. Yeah, I think let's go for the hammer. That's fine. Trifarian, sure. That can be okay, especially with Fiora. Let's go up here for Reckoner. Let's get rid of these two. Even though the Sergeant is quite good, we want to get something like Succession. Alright, so we can drop this here.
The prettier the rose,
Zero cost Lux. Alright, that's fine. Although I think we'll actually attack with this guy just so that we can get a laser going. Yeah, let's try to get this guy killed if we can. I'll drop an Emperor's Prosperity. We don't want to actually wait for this one to get the Chem Tech, because otherwise it's going to be too much draw.
Magic corrupts Demacia from within.
Your Demacia is nothing like what I know.
Alright, they're probably going to attack.
Discipline and steel.
Nope, they're actually taking their time. That's good for us.
Sit tight and
We can drop our 4 Demacia, and this is going to go super hard.
My life too long.
It's also going to overfill our hand. Yeah, so we could have made more things, but it was too much. Barrier, when summon, draw 1. I mean, I strike each other. Fiora. I think let's go for Fiora. Oh, she's actually not going to get a kill. Sure, we don't have any other spells to play. We can drop this guy. Hey, look, a spell to play. Alright, so we can get rid of that guy. And then he can block right here. We could do some rallies. Sure.
Got your back. Bring them home safely.
Like, most of our units are stunned, but every attack we do, we get another laser, and every one of those lasers is hitting pretty hard. Yeah, we'll just let those units die. So, laser time.
No more holding back.
And let's just keep going, because we can probably just end right here. Yeah, the laser generation from your 6-star is quite nice. GG. It's good and bad. Like, the one thing is getting more copies of it is super good. The cost reduction isn't great, to be honest. But if we can get this turn 1, turn 2 we get Chemtech, so I think it's going to be worth it just for the extra copies. But yeah, it's a case where cost reduction is actually not really the best. I think let's reroll here. Sure, we can go for another Trifarian. Today, the game is really liking Trifarian, which I'm not complaining about. I also like Trifarian. Hey, look, slow but steady. Let's see. Champion item or spell. Spell could be fun. Let's do a reroll here, so we can get some other solid spells. Sharp Sight, this will be nice just to have it in our opening hand. It still takes a unit on the board, which is a little rough. Concerted, single combats. Let's actually try one more. It's funny because now this will make our Golden Aegis be giving us units. Sure. We'll get one of those for the item. Let's head up here. So Maker. Let's give it a Bright Steel. We can hold on to the rest. All right, perfect. I was like, hopefully we get our Lux. So this would be a bigger mana refill, but honestly, we do want Lux on the board for most mana refills, or for most things we're spending mana.
Traditions are lost if not passed on.
Alright, so we can drop Lux.
We should too.
Just recalling all my units. Okay. I guess we're already at 6 mana now, so whatever spells we play are going to get doubled. I think let's go for a Riposte, because that's going to give us 2 units and be a good amount of mana.
Too long.
Let's drop this and kill him.
Peeking through the dark.
Let's go for a Prismatic Barrier. Let's actually attack and see who they block.
Open up their day.
So let's Prismatic Barrier this here. And then we can work on killing that guy. And I suppose we can actually kill this guy as well. Since these two have Overwhelm, it's not too bad. All right, and we might just be able to very likely OTK the enemy.
It's a battle with hearts aglow.
GG. I mean, this is kind of what happens when you get all of your best powers. Like, we have sorcery and slow but steady. Dive and vault drop me vein shards. Vein's fun. Alright, more copies of Lux. Fantastic. Static Shock is nice, but yeah, more copies of Lux is what we want. Shadow Totem, anti-up. We're normally playing him for free. Shadow Totem is fun because if we get in another situation where we have Chemtech activated with our Shadow, it's just more ridiculous. Let's cut another kind of useless unit. We're probably never going to play the Mage Seeker Inciter. Let's go for Swain.
Show them.
Yeah, double Trifarian is crazy. Again, let's get rid of most of these. Trifarian instantly kills the Shadow Clone. Good call. Yeah, if they have units for it to strike, it would die. Let's still go for our... Well, actually, I guess we can go for Remembrance. That will be a little silly, because we're getting all that mana back.
Magic must be.
Oh, there's a Lux that just... And yeah, another one. Yeah, because that Hero's Horn. But we hit too many cards. We could go for Fiora, which honestly, we could probably win with her as long as she doesn't immediately die, which could happen. Sure, let's go for some successions. It gives us more units, which isn't terrible. So we could probably have Fiora just slowly go through and kill everything. So let's try to attack like this.
Two down.
And now we can just be giving her barrier.
I never.
So sure, let's do this to soften Swain up.
All down.
And we can do this one more time. And then this is going to be GG.
For the honor, try me.
GG. Alright, Lux is feeling pretty good. Still can have some issues where you are not drawing a spell and then that can kind of fall apart. So potentially trying to go for like a Comet in some builds can be good to guarantee you are getting that extra effect. It is a little hard to kind of switch out a Relic though. I guess if you have her at 5 stars and you're fine with sacrificing the extra mana, you could maybe swap out the Lux Illuminated Relic for an Arcane Comet if you still want to get the Chemtech Duplicator in there. Or you can go for getting rid of the Chemtech Duplicator. I guess you could also get rid of the Pack Powder if you wanted. For me, I really like the turn 1 Lux, so I think I would normally keep that in. But yeah, it's kind of the only real issue you can fall into, but Lux is pretty crazy. You can often, like a couple times there, we're able to turn 1 kill the enemy because you just have so much extra damage. And Lux is pretty good. I like how she has a balanced approach. You want to have units if you can, being able to get those attacks in. You're also scaling with that attack now, but you're still scaling with spells, and it's kind of a good hybrid playstyle. And it's, yeah, quite a lot of fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, like, subscribe. Always appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day.